We're going to jump right into the 13 things you never want to say or do to a seller or the seller's broker. Okay, number one, never contact the seller's staff or tenants without the seller's permission. This should be super obvious, but I can't tell you how many times it's happened. Sellers don't want their staff or tenants to get spooked, and oftentimes the sellers don't want them to know until they know they have a solid buyer that's past the due diligence period and hard on deposits. Don't contact them. Number two, don't talk bad about the property or the record keeping or the management style. For some reason, there are some buyers that think by disparaging the property that they'll lower the value of the property in the seller's mind so they can get a better purchase price. And that would be true if the seller was a 5-year-old, but that's not the case. Multifamily investors are some of the smartest, most successful people on earth, and they know that you're doing this to try to get a lower price. That will kill you in the deal, and you won't be one of the winning bidders. Number three, don't tell a seller or listing broker they'll never get their ask price. I mean, really, when the buyer says something like that, do they think the seller or the broker is going to be like, you might be right, yeah. What price should it be? Remember, buying multifamily is fiercely competitive. You want to remain as attractive as possible, and saying disparaging things in the very beginning is going to get you removed from the buy list. Number four, don't send non-decision makers in your place to tour the property for the first time. Remember, when you're in competition and other investors are showing up themselves as principals to tour the property, meet the broker, sometimes meet the seller, and if you're sending someone down the line in your company to go visit this, it shows that you aren't as serious as the others. Number five, never submit a low ball offer. You aren't buying a gas station in some small town of 5,000 people. Multifamily is the hottest asset class on the planet. Finding plenty of sales comps and running the income approach is not rocket science. Sellers and their brokers could usually do a pretty darn good job of coming up with the range of what an asset will sell at, and other offers will be supporting that as well. So to come in way below that not only makes you look bad in the current transaction, it will seriously hurt your reputation with the broker and those sellers for future deals. Number six, never announce you need enough time to raise the equity from your investors. That just shows that you aren't financially prepared to buy this, and it's likely that there are many other buyers going against you that already are. Number seven, never announce it will be difficult to finance the deal for whatever reason. Even if it is a difficult deal to finance, you don't want to announce that up front because it brings on a cloud of doubt that you're not going to be able to get that deal done. And your competitors probably are talking like they're going to be able to get it done. Number eight, never announce the deal is not your typical acquisition. It's too big. It's too small from what you usually buy. It's different in age. Whatever the case may be, it's obvious you don't want to point those things out. It makes you look like you're not serious about the transaction. Number nine, never announce how busy you are on other deals, but you'll do your best to get to it. Everyone's busy in the real estate business. Some buyers, for whatever reason, use a statement like that to maybe elevate their position as though they're so important and so busy, thinking that will get kudos to them from the seller. It actually has the opposite effect because the seller thinks that you're too busy to look at this and you're not giving it the importance they think it deserves. Number 10, never announce you look for distressed deals at a deep discount. Saying something like that puts up a red flag to the broker and the seller because they feel like you're about to turn in lowball offers. Even if the property is in some sort of distress, the seller and the broker doesn't want to feel like you're about to go after blood. Number 11, don't tell the seller you'll beat the highest bidder's offer. This screams to the broker and the seller that you aren't turning in the best offer that you could in the first place, and so therefore you're being disingenuous. That makes a broker and the seller feel awkward, and when you make them feel awkward, they don't want to work with you on this deal or other deals. Number 12, don't ask to tour the property at weird times because you have an unrelated day job. Now, even if it's true, you don't want to announce that you want to see it at 7 o'clock at night or on a weekend, because the likelihood is that the other buyers you're going against are doing this full time. Do your best to see the property during times that are most convenient for the seller, even if it's during the day. Number 13, don't announce that your attorney is difficult, but that you'll smooth things out during negotiations. Firstly, don't hire attorneys that you already know are difficult. But secondly, if they are difficult, certainly don't announce it in the very beginning, because the seller and the broker is not going to want to work work with someone who's difficult. Okay guys, that's 13 things to never say or do to sellers or their brokers. If you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.